Hey guys, my name is Joanna, also known as JustAnotherFlutist, here on YouTube, and today is part 3 of our piccolo saga. If you guys are looking for the trial video of me actually trying the piccolos, that was last week's video, so I will put a link to that up here for you guys if you're interested. This week's video is about the ordering and the shipment process. If you're on board for that, keep on watching. So these first clips are from the Flute Center of New York's perspective. One of us came up with the idea of them filming themselves actually like pulling the piccolos off. So I thought that was such a cute idea. So we will start from their point of view and then we will pick up from when they leave off.
Hi everyone, my name's Emily. I'm here at the Flute Center of New York. And I'm getting ready to pull piccolos for Joanna, Just Another Flutist piccolo trial. So she asked to try piccolos under $1,000 and she had emailed me a list of a Jupiter, a Dijau, and a Gemeinhardt. So here I am at our piccolo shelf and we have, let's see, we've got the Dijau, we've got the Gemeinhardt, and the Jupiter. So now we just have to make sure these are in perfect condition before we send them out. Great. And just one last to test. So we're ready to box these up.
So at this point, when they have boxed it up and FedEx has picked up the shipment, I get emailed a shipment notification which has the tracking number on it. So that way I can actually watch the piccolos arriving. Just in case there is a delay, I know right away. On the day that it's supposed to arrive, I can make sure that I am available to pick it up. Now, if you're not available to pick it up on the day that it arrives, like let's say you're not at home, it's okay. They'll either try again the next day, or you can call into FedEx and ask them to hold it at like the nearest FedEx location to you. I've done this on numerous occasions. Very easy. All you have to do is bring in like a government ID, so like your driver's license would work, and the tracking number. So you just walk in, give them all that information, and then they will have the package for you, and then you actually sign it off at that location. They just need the information to prove that you are who you are. Because I do this every month, the FedEx lady recognizes me now. So the rest of this vlog starts from when I received the box. I'm gonna block out my address so you can see the box. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful. Yes. So the plan right now is for me to get a backup piccolo to replace the piccolo that I was playing but is now out of commission, so that I can have a working piccolo to play while I shop for my dream piccolo. It will give me time to get used to this backup piccolo. In the future, if my really good dream piccolo needs to be, going under maintenance or needs a repair done, I will already know how my backup piccolo likes to be played. Just playing on a backup piccolo right now will give me plenty of time to shop for my dream piccolo. The more time you have to shop, the better decision you'll make, and you won't have buyer's remorse. I'm editing the footage together right now, and I realized that I forgot to mention 2 extra reasons why I'm getting this specific piccolo. So if you've seen my flute upgrade plan video, I do mention that I'm actually still paying off my Brandon flute, which means that I'm still in debt for one instrument, which means that it doesn't make any sense for me to like drop a few $1,000s on another instrument in the meantime. The other thing is that while my Sonari, if one day I decide to have it overhauled, it will actually work just fine. An overhaul and buying a new piccolo is generally around the same price. Or very similar prices. So, if I'm going to spend that amount of money overhauling him anyway, I might as well get a new piccolo that will not have the chance of cracking. I have confirmed with the Flute Center of New York that I am purchasing the Dijau 102. I sent them an email yesterday just to confirm what my next steps were. So they got back to me today and they are giving me a discount on this piccolo. It's just because I am actually making this video with them of me buying a piccolo off of them. So they're giving me this discount. So anyway, I'm probably going to try the piccolo again today just to make sure I really have made the right decision. I think I have though, but I just wanted to make sure one more time because it doesn't really hurt to really make sure. So I'm now writing the check to be included in the box of piccolos that I am returning to the Flute Center of New York, but I will be keeping the Dijon. I was just practicing it earlier and I'm just... So we're going to pay to the order of Flute Center of New York. I'll put today's date. I am paying a total of $849. I'm not showing you guys the check, by the way, because it has all like the banking routing numbers and stuff like that, and you guys do not need to know that. I'm gonna write the invoice number on the memo just so it's easier for them to track it. And I will also put basically the make, model, and serial number of the flutes, of the piccolo that is. All right, and then I'm gonna sign it. We should be good to go. Make a copy of the check for yourself. It's always good to have everything on file. First, I'm going to print out the invoice that they emailed to me. And then I'm going to scan my check. Got the invoice here. Sneak this under my Poro King.
And I'm actually going to save this under my instrument receipts. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so I have that scanned. I need to make sure I retrieve it from the scanner.
Because I am putting this inside of the box, I don't have to put a stamp on this, which is nice. But I'm still going to put it in an envelope because that way it just keeps everything nice and neat. And I'm going to include the invoice along with it so it's very clear what the check is for. Being this organized just makes their life easier, which means that they can process your order faster. Fit back in. This is actually a high security envelope. I guess it's not really high security, but it makes sure that, you know, people can't read through it. Highly recommend that, although it's not even going to matter. It's going to be in a box anyway. The check is folded inside of the invoice, which I will then put inside of the envelope. I won't seal it all the way, just so it's easier for them to open, but I'll tape it just so it stays together. And then I'm just gonna write here, what should I write? Oh, Flute Center of New York. I'm just gonna name exactly what this is. Payment for Dijon pick. And I'm also gonna put the invoice number. Again, make their lives super, super easy. And I will also put my name. All right, we're done. Now I'm going to actually pack up the box. First thing I do is rip off the old label. Any stickers that is not the clear packing tape, take them off. Otherwise, it can get really confusing for the shipping people. Money bubble wraps. What I've done here is I've actually laid these two piccolos flat side down. There's one bubble wrap underneath. There's a second bubble wrap like around them, and I've kind of like put a little divot here as well. And then this one on top, I've stuffed on the side here, and then I'm gonna kind of stuff it more in the middle and on the side here. When this is being shipped, you don't want the instruments to move at all. And then we have our check. I usually include the original invoice just so they know what's coming back to them. I usually make a copy of this for myself, so I have a copy. This thing is the prepaid postage that they usually give me because I'm reviewing flutes, so they give me just straight up a prepaid slip. I do know that usually they will charge the shipping up front and then they will refund it back to you. And I heard from one of my other students who bought an instrument using my code. He said that when he wrote the check back to them, they just basically subtracted the cost of the shipping. I'm not sure if they do that all the time, but that's one way that they've done it. They're very easy to talk to, so just talk to them and they'll work it out for you. But this one does not go inside the box. So what I typically do is fill out my information here so FedEx knows where it's coming from, and then FedEx takes care of the rest of this. I just need to bring the box and this to FedEx. I also wanted to include a little card for them because they didn't have to give me the discount. So there's no sponsorship going on here at all. This is just straight up, they just gave me a discount because I asked for it. Today is the day that I'm actually sending off the piccolos, and I discovered I had an extra piece of bubble wrap that I kept from like another package that I got from Amazon. There's a little bit of a space, like about an inch space from the top, and I'm really scared that that's going to make the piccolos kind of wibble wobble. So that's why I'm going to put this guy on top. That very nicely fills up the gaps. Tape it up, and then we're good to go. The boyfriend is filming right now. Yo, whoa. Oh my god. How to pack up a flute box. One in the middle to close it, two more to secure it, one long ways, and then I do one more on each edge here. So that way, ain't nobody getting into your flute. Comment below if you want my boyfriend to film more videos. No, he's saying no. Alright guys, we have found the perfect card. Which is bigger, a zillion or a bajillion or a gazillion? Whichever one it is. Thanks. That much plus one. John said that he particularly liked the fact that this little bunny looks like a teacher, which is exactly what I am. Also, it kind of like looks like a flute or like a piccolo. We thought this was really cute, very appropriate, and we hope they like it. Yay! We just got out of FedEx, sent off the piccolos. We're going back into the warm. We also got a soul rock and a whalmer Pokemon because we multitask like that. I'm feeling productive. Are you feeling productive, love? Anyway, the flutes and piccolos are off, and they basically give you a little receipt. It has the tracking numbers and stuff on there so you can watch it go back to the Flute Center of New York. That's it. That's how you buy an instrument from the Flute Center of New York. John is giving a thumbs up. Alright, so I'm speaking a little softly right now because my boyfriend is still sleeping. But I just checked my bank account, and it looks like my check was deposited by the Flute Center of New York yesterday, and it has just been posted today. So today is March 31st, so that means that as of yesterday, this piccolo is officially mine. I thought I would peel off the price stickers off of this guy. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So it should peel right off. It lifted right off. Oop, yep, there we go. I got a nice grip on it now. I just basically slid my nail under one of the corners. Maybe I'll do that to the other corner. Doing that to both corners, and then that'll give you like a nice kind of grip. And boop, boop. This one usually just peels off by itself. Like some of the other flutes and piccolos that I review, sometimes I actually have to like stick them back on. It's already peeling off. And there you have it. If you guys have more questions on this whole ordering and shipment process, please let me know in the comments below. I did try to include some of the more boring parts, like writing the check and stuff, because I know some of you don't know how that part works. I hope that wasn't too boring and that it was informative. But again, if you have more questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up and hit subscribe for new videos every Saturday. This is my last video, which I will put a link to up here. Again, that's the piccolo trial video for this saga. If you want to support me, you could head on over to my Patreon page. Otherwise, you can catch me on my social media networks, which I have listed down below. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye. I just ate lunch and I am burping
Probably should have waited an extra half an hour before I filmed this, but I can't wait.
So we have all 3 piccolos out and ready to be play tested. First, I have the Dijon,